get the brand new limited edition Pals Holiday Package available at thepalsmerch.com. Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is of course Sub-Zero Exabyte, and I am coming right back at you with another video today. And today we are on a farm with a lot of animals. I am kidding, I was just roaming around a bit trying to look for some cool spots to shoot some stuff for this video. And by shoot I mean shooting with a camera, like I am doing right now. But that is besides the point. So today we are experimenting with some more of those extended weapon things. I mean, the last time that we did that, it was a pretty great success in my opinion, and I am hoping to achieve some with the same results this time, only with some new weapons and things like that. So without a further ado, we will be heading back to my little shed that I have built since my other Minecraft house got blown up again. I mean, what a surprise, right? It seems like that is just part of the new weekly slur or something. I mean, it is just very sad that this keeps happening to me, but like I always say, LIFEGOESON. Life goes on, people. That is a song by Noah and the Whale, honestly. Now let me tell you this, when I said my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am shooting right back at you today with another episode of Do Not Mess with Sub His Minecraft World, I meant that, literally, and I know that I have never called it this before, but since people do not seem to leave me alone in this world, I will try to make it as clear as possible that people really need to stay out of here, because I am getting sick and tired of this every day. But I am going to make a bow and arrow range that will help me get better at using a bow and arrow. So last week someone broke into my house again after I moved like 1,000 blocks away from my old house. So you might be thinking like, well Sub, what in the world are you doing right now? I mean, I am just throwing around with some blocks, right? Well, no, you would be kind of wrong about that, because what I am doing right now is nothing less than necessary when people think that they can just fool around with my house and destroy my property and belongings. Now, having said that, I am going to be dedicating this video today to make the most secure house possible in the world of Minecraft. Even though this might sound a little bit over the top, I think that it is my right to secure myself and my house to the fullest range of my capabilities, and I am willing to pay a lot of Robux for these security measurements that I am going to be taking today. Because like I previously said, and before that, I am sick and tired of the fact that people seem to not care about any of my personal belongings in here. I mean, I have said this 1,000 times already, and I am going to be saying this again. I only join into this Minecraft world whenever I need some peace and some rest and just some space in general. I mean, I got dumped by this beautiful lady this week, and I am just tired of people stealing my stuff and all of that. So right now I am going to be protecting my house, and I am going to make sure that anyone who dares to still cross me with all of this, well, I am going to make sure that ends will meet with them, because I am not backing down from a fight, and I am not going to be putting down these arrows, because I am Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am going to become a force to be reckoned with. Now with that said, I will still have to do a lot of things to actually get done with my security installations, which is basically just the shooting range where I can practice so that I can protect my own house. But you know, that will come with time, and I hope that the people who still think that they can just try and mess with me are able to see then that I am not someone that they can fool around with. Because like I said previously in this video, and as I have said in many other of these Minecraft videos, I only come here when I need some rest and relaxation and some peace of mind. So whenever I come around this place for any of those three things, and I come up to my house and I see that it is gone because some Herobrine guy decided that it was worth it to destroy my house, or for some random noobs to come crash into my world through some random portal that I have never seen before, well, that is just the time that I am going to be defending myself against these people, to make sure that I can just use this beautiful world that we call Minecraft for my relaxation and some spa kind of like activities. Now that may sound weird, but you know, a man has got to do what a man has got to do to get some relaxing around here for himself, right? Now let's do this. Now it may not look like something with high-tech security right now, but once I am done with all of the building and construction, then you will be able to see that no one thief will be able to storm into my house and steal stuff. That is just how good I am at this, and that is just something that I like to do. I like to prove people wrong, and that is just the thing that I am going to be doing around here. Now let me quote you this from a book called Walden, written by Henry David Thoreau, and he says, and I quote, "If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. So I feel like I have always been the one that was building castles in the air. Now need it be that I did that around here in Minecraft or Roblox or just in my head, that does not really matter. The essence of this quote is the fact that he says that you need to put the foundations underneath those air castles, and that will make sure that they become a reality. So the foundations are the hard work that one were to put in when doing something like that. Now I will be the one who is going to put the foundations underneath of my castles in the air. Like I always say, I mean that is just really important. I am going to make sure that no one can mess around with the Sub-Zero Exabyte the Great anymore, and they will all regret ever crossing me. Now let's close this up with this fine keypad right here and choose ourselves a little nice code that I am not going to be saying out loud, of course, for security reasons, duh. And now with all of that said and done, we should be able to only get in through this keypad. And would you look at that, we did it, boys. This is stage 1 of my super awesome security project that is like going to be super awesome. I mean, I would not think that it would be anything less than awesome, just because, you know, I mean, come on people, take a look at me and you would see that I am just here to rule the world. I mean, I am not here to rule the world, just ignore the fact that I even said that, but I am here to rule over anyone who is trying to break the rules. I am a rule enforcer with this bow, as you would say. Or you know, I could be more like a law enforcer. But I really do not want to tread into that topic again like yesterday. But something that will be worth my while right now will be this newly crafted bow. I have got lots of new recipes to use for this new crafting bench, but of course the bow is an essential in Minecraft, so I will just have to make sure that I am able to use this just like any other bow, even though it is slightly bigger, but I think that it will be able to work right now. I mean, I am pretty good with a bow anyway, so I think that I will do just fine with this long thing right here. This thing is really insanely strong, you guys. I am just slaying the targets with one slice of the bow. It is like just this slight flick of the wrist and they are just done for. This is awesome. I wonder what more I can make with this when this thing is already this strong. I might just go out and try to make an even bigger extended crafting bench. Who knows what I would be able to make with something like that. Maybe I can build a really large trebuchet and I can go on and slay noobs with that thing. And if you do not know what a trebuchet is, well then shame on you and go Google it right now, dude. So let's see what more we can actually make inside of this bad boy. And no, we will not be needing any of that pork chop right now. We are going to be making a new bow. And of course, since it is the extended crafting bench, it will also be an extended bow. And I am pretty sure that this thing will work like a champ once I figure out how to use something like this correctly. Because for some reason the bow has always been something that I am not all too good at. So I know that this sucks, but I have got plenty of time to learn it for myself, so let's just make sure that we actually do that. Oh, and by the way, I know that the textures from the bow are missing, like when I use the bow. And I know that, so please do not start the hate train in the comments. I had to sell the textures for the bow to Notch, the creator of Minecraft, so that I could build myself a new house. I know that it sounds really weird, but of course it had to be done in order to save me from spending the night all alone in the forest without any kind of shelter. So I hope that you guys respect that. But since I do not want to have any more hiccups when using a bow, and especially not when using this extended bow in particular, I am just going to put it down. Because if I miss something that I want to shoot and I hit something that I do not want to shoot, then I am in a bit of a really big pickle. But that is of course just all overthinking right now. Now that we have given that thing some practice runs, I think that the extended bow has done us well enough right now, and we do not need to go into the details of the textures anymore in the future. So please just drop it. But right now I am just wondering about all of the things that we could still be doing with that bow, and of course the extended crafting bench, because that is really the important part right now. There is no such thing as having too much fun with that extended chest, and neither with the bow. Oh wait a second, maybe I could actually use the extended bow, its extended powers, to shoot an arrow to the moon. Let's see if this works. Alright, that did not work out the way that I wanted it to. Man, that thing hit my face. I am kidding, I am safe you all. I am just playing. So alright, a little more practice rounds into this little lake right here, and I will be getting back to the drawing board to bake some new recipes for the crafting bench. Did you get that pun? I said bake some recipes, because you usually bake recipes. because recipes are usually about food. I know, right? That was just an ingenious pun. It is basically just pretty much insane. I do not even know what to say about it. So I will be starting to make the extended version of a fishing rod, and I am pretty sure that there is nothing too special about that thing except for the fact that those things are extended, like a fishing rod should be able to do. So I would probably only be able to catch fish from a further distance. So like I said before, I will be able to catch them outside, from inside of my own house. So catch me inside, how about that? Wait a second, this fishing rod is not even working right now. How can I catch fishes outside from inside when I am not even able to use this darn extended fishing rod? I think that I am being scammed right here. I mean, I made the blueprints for this thing myself, but that does not matter. But we are not here to catch fish. No, we are here to learn how to shoot real stuff. So let me do this right now and it will pay for itself in the long run. I mean, all of these things are like state-of-the-art equipment, so yeah, I had to pay a state-of-the-art price for it. But that is all worth it if you ask me. I mean, eventually in the long run all of this will be paying itself back. Because you know, this means that less items will get stolen and I will not get grieved as often. So without all of that, I can just focus on maximum relaxing around here, and that way I can work even harder when I am back in Roblox, which will make sure that I can make more and better videos, ending up in me doing a better job and making more money so that I can keep doing these kinds of videos for you guys. Now I have still got some tricks up my sleeve for any of the guys that still think that they can come around here and bamboozle me. It is like this controlled confusion. It is all a grand illusion, because even though they think that they can just bamboozle me like that, I will show them that I can bamboozle them even harder. Because watch what I am about to do. First, I am going to build this bow right here out of the ingredients that I just got from the witches. Now of course, with all of the first wave equipment being placed down, I will just make sure that I can close up the walls right here so that I am not going to get anyone in my back, because I am not that well protected right there, and I am already breaking the bank on this equipment in the front, so I really do not have any type of currency or something like that left to also protect my house from the back. But that does not matter since I am in a little bit of a ravine which will cover my back right there and then. Now you may have noticed that I said something about this being my first wave equipment. Well, yes, this is very true, because I will be going to build my own version of the second wave equipment, even though I am not yet sure what I am going to be using for that. But what I do know is that I am going to need something good for it, something that will make the trespassers think twice about what they are about to go do. So let's see what I can actually come up with to finish this right away. So what would you guys come up with? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, now let's see. I have got the skills that I am trying to use for my second wave of security equipment, or defense equipment as you will, and I will make sure that no one get through this door with this new bow, because they will never expect something like this. So let's see what this bow does. It is just going to go here, and then when it goes, oh my god, this was not what I was planning for at all. This is quite the disaster if you ask me. Look at this, I just ruined my own house, man. I cannot cope with all of this right now, and it is starting to get colder outside right now, so I will have to do something to patch my house back up, right? I mean, I cannot just leave all of this out in the cold and just go back into Roblox, because that would mean that people would just be able to enter my house in this Minecraft world without any of the defenses making any sense. So what about that? I mean, come on, how can I blow up my own house? This is just something that could only happen to me, man. This is insane to me that I could be able to do this. Now I am just going to put down a little show for myself right here, a little bit further out of the way from my house, since when any of these things go, it will go with a banger, and once that happens a little too close to my house, well, it would just mean that it ends up being a pain in the butt for me, since it might blow up all of the trespassers that might be dropping by. But it does not make sense to blow up any trespassers if the second thing that I do would be to just blow up my house in the process, meaning that 10 seconds after all of the explosions a second team of enemies would be able to come in and just enter the house. I mean, they would end up sacrificing half of their team just so that they can get into the house. But you know, they are bad guys, they do not care about any of that. They do not have some kind of a code, they are just going to go at it and finish whatever they want to finish at whatever cost, as long as the leader stays alive, because he will then be able to take home all of the loot and money that they would have split in the first place. But I will not have to worry about any of that because I am getting pretty good at this whole bow thing. Now of course that might not be the most ethical thing to do, but then again, like I said, they are bad guys and they do not have some kind of code for that. They just do however they please as long as they get their payment at the end of the day, and that is why they are in for it. Not for anything else but the money and the fame. Now I am going to be testing this bow for the ultimate destruction. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me today, as long as this day does not get ruined by someone. Oh no. So I have got that going on, which is nice. Oh darn it, I am already falling back into being a lazy guy. Well, that is a bummer to say the least. Not all dreamers are winners, but all winners are dreamers. Your dream is the key to your future. The Bible says that, without a vision or a dream, a people perish. You need a dream if you're going to succeed in anything you do. So with that said, I will just keep on dreaming about winning, and since I am a winner and a dreamer, that will put me in a vicious cycle of winning and I will not lose ever again.